Okay guys, now we're ready to do our chemistry lab on the properties of metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Okay, the purpose of this investigation is to investigate several properties of 7 elements, and based on those properties, identify each element as a metal, nonmetal, or metalloid. Now think back when we covered the day before properties of metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Okay, what did we know about them? Well, metals are shiny and lustrous. They have higher melting points. They conduct electrical current. They are very malleable or ductile. They also react with acid or corrode. And then our nonmetals are very dull in color. Okay, they are not malleable. They kind of crush or fracture when struck by something. They're not drawn into wires very well. Then they also have a low reactivity to acid, and they really don't conduct electrical current very well. Then we have our metalloids. Now those are kind of tricky because they can have both properties of metals and nonmetals. So you're really going to have to look at the 4 things that we're testing to see whether or not it's going to be a metalloid. Okay, so that's going to be one tricky part that you're going to have to look at. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at our elements. I'm going to tell you what it is, and then you're going to do the appearance first, followed by conductivity, then malleability, and then reaction with acid. So this very first one that you're going to see, this is aluminum, okay? So record the appearance of what you think the aluminum looks like. Is it, what are the properties that I just went over? What do you think you can identify aluminum as in terms of what the property looks like? Okay, this is tin. That's the next one. What is the appearance? Okay, what is the appearance of this tin when you look at it? All right, next you have an iron nail, right? So iron. So what does this iron look like? Okay, all right, use your properties of metals, nonmetals, and metalloids to identify if it's shiny, if it's not shiny, if it's dull. Okay, all right, this is silicon. Let's look and see what silicon is. Okay, now we have magnesium ribbon. Okay, next this is sulfur, so go ahead and identify what sulfur looks like. And finally we have carbon, which is charcoal. So go ahead and identify the appearance of all of these, and then my helper, Mr. Sherrod, is going to help me with the conductivity piece. Okay, so as I go through the conductivity, you're looking to see whether the light bulb will light based on me touching the different elements. Okay, so here, this is aluminum. This is magnesium ribbon. Okay, silicon. Okay, and finally, zinc. Okay. All right, let me set those down. Move down the tray here. Okay, next we have carbon. Okay. Sulfur. Okay. Tin. Iron. I'm actually going to have to grab the iron here. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and move my conductivity testers. You recorded those. And now we're going to see what is the result of this. Okay, you like that? So I'm going to hammer these, and then you're going to tell me whether or not these items are malleable. So I'm going to spread them out a little bit so you can see what they look like. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, so we're going to start with our aluminum again. Okay? So, as you can see, is it malleable? Did it flatten? Okay? Next, we're going to look at magnesium ribbon. Okay? Okay? Did the magnesium ribbon flatten? Okay? Is it malleable? Okay? Alright, what happened to the silicon? Didn't flatten, what did it do? Okay, tell me what it did. Okay, next we have the charcoal. Okay, what happened to the charcoal? Oops, I lost. Next we have zinc. Okay, what happened to the zinc? What happened to my tin? Hang on, guys, I lost some of my sulfur here. Okay. Pretty obvious on that one, right? Then next. Alright, so what happened to my iron nail? It flattened quite a bit, right? Okay, so there you have it. There's your result of crushing, okay? Now, the last part, this is going to be my reactivity of acid, okay? So we're going to kind of start here, and in this first one, I have tin, okay? Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happened with the tin? Next, silicon. Next, we have zinc. Next, you have carbon. Next, you have magnesium ribbon.